It's not about perfectionism. This is very spontaneous. It's a message I received, a task to fulfill, and that's what I'm doing. I'm trying. It's actually annoying. Um, Alhamdulillah, now it can go away. So yeah, as I said, this is not about perfectionism. This is not about perfect setup. It's not about okay. We're just taking it in as we got it, and I'm trying to do something with it. In the name of God. This is my podcast is also called Basmala because it means in the name of God, in the name of Allah. And this is also my name. So let's just set our intuition, um, reset our intuition every single day, inshallah, and try to be our best selves every day. This is what I'm gonna try to also accomplish here. So we'll see. Um, I had a feeling today, and now I'm turning it into a very spontaneous podcast, and it's about love is not enough. And I'm going to open my notes. Love is not enough. Lately, I have been thinking about love, actually, also sharing lots of love, and how for the longest time I genuinely believed that love alone was enough to make a relationship work. And honestly, I think a part of me still wants to believe that because love is so beautiful. Love is powerful. Love can change people. Love is the highest form of frequency. But the older I get, and the more that life and relationships teach me, the more I realize that love alone does not automatically create a healthy relationship, you know? Because you can love someone and still hurt them. You can love someone and still disrespect them. You can love someone and still choose behaviors that destroy the relationship. And sometimes people do love each other, but they still aren't good for each other. And I think that's something people don't talk about enough, especially nowadays where social media has completely romanticized relationships. People see beautiful pictures, cute videos, soft moments, and automatically assume that means healthy love. But no, it's not. Because healthy love is so much deeper than aesthetics. And I think people nowadays romanticize the appearance of love more than the reality of it. And because of that, I also think that many people confuse love with other things like attachment, like attention, physical attraction, um, obsession, comfort, physical attraction, being needed, or even potential. And honestly, I used to fall in love with potential a lot. Like, I used to see who someone could become instead of who they actually were in the present moment. I think many of us stay in situations way too long because we fall in love with the idea of a person instead of the reality of them. Because chemistry alone does not mean compatibility, and emotional attachment does not automatically mean love. Real love, healthy love, requires much more than feelings. It requires respect, communication, active listening, emotional intelligence, shared values. Listen up, listen up. The willingness to grow and the ability to confront yourself too. And I think relationships are actually one of the biggest mirrors in life. They force you to confront parts of yourself you maybe never wanted to look at. Your insecurities, your toxic patterns, your ego, your wounds, your fears, the way you communicate, the way you react when you are triggered. And I think something difficult about real love is that if you truly want something real, you also have to become real with yourself. You have to become real with yourself. Mm. Um, yeah, that was a good one. You cannot walk around with a mask on your face and expect deep, honest, healthy love because real love requires honesty, not perfection, but honesty. And I think my understanding of love changed a lot over the years because I realized that healthy love actually feels different from what I thought it would feel like. I used to think love had to feel intense all the time, like obsession, like emotional highs and lows, like constantly needing reassurance, like proving yourself, like being chosen over the suffering. But healthy love, honestly, feels much softer than that. And healthy love feels like being loved for your existence and not for what you do, not for how perfect you are, not for how useful you are to someone, just for being you. Healthy love feels safe enough to communicate honestly, safe enough to be imperfect, safe enough to sit next to someone on your worst days and still feel loved. And I think that's something really beautiful. And I also think the way we love others deeply connected to the way we love ourselves, how we carry ourselves, how we treat ourselves, what we breathe, what we tolerate, what we believe we deserve. When you truly start healing and respecting yourself, your standards change too, automatically. If you start healing and respecting yourself, your standards change too. And suddenly you stop romanticizing inconsistency, confusion, and emotional unavailability. And I think that's what I want people to take away from this episode, that healthy love exists. Yeah. And that your standards are not too high. That wanting honesty, respect, consistency, emotional safety, and softness is not asking for too much. And that maybe love was never supposed to feel like constantly chasing someone. Maybe the right love feels like finally being able to exhale. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it.